Could you talk a little about the importance of India and your workforce there to Casepoint?
First of all, our founders, 𝗵𝗿 and 𝗵𝗱𝗲, are from that region in India. And the region actually is a second-tier city. So we're in a city about a 4 or 5 hour drive north of Mumbai, a town called Surat, where there really isn't even an international airport. But they grew up there and they had a great deal of affinity towards that region. And that region historically has been a textile and diamond market. Technology was not a part of the environment or the economy there until 𝗵𝗿 and 𝗵𝗱𝗲 showed up, actually. They started what one would call the first true software development center, software company based in India. And so within that area, true multinational corporation. And from there, today, we've grown to about 450 people, the largest multinational employer in that area. But more than that, what it's done is it's incubated an entire tech ecosystem. So now there's hundreds of thousands of young men and women who are in the field of technology because of some of the things that Casepoint did early on. And there's nothing more rewarding than that. Now we have hundreds of people that are working in the organization that are gainfully employed, living in the region that they want to live in. They're able to be with their families. Grandparents get to see grandkids grow up. There's just so much goodness that comes from that, because otherwise these young men and women would not have an opportunity to be in the technology field, maybe. Or if they wanted to be in the technology field, they would have to go to another part of the country or another part of the world to be able to pursue their dreams and aspirations, which in some instances would take them away from their families and a whole host of other things. And we do those things. I'm not saying that we don't do them, but the fact that now there is a local option makes a difference. It's our give back to the community.
One of the things that also impressed me as we learned more about your company is the opportunities that there are for women, both in Casepoint and in the workforce.
More than half our workforce in India is women. And it's one of those things where India as a country, India as a culture, historically has not been a dual income culture. It's been a very patriarchal environment. That's just the way it's been, but it's changing, and it's changing rapidly. And the fact that we get to be a part of that, it feels good. It feels great.
There are lots of platforms that need discovery. What is it that is Casepoint's distinctive? What makes you different?
I think a part of it is just the way that we operate as an organization. I think it's the culture that we built, it's the people, it's how we look at and how we solve for our customers' needs and how we engage and how we interact and all of those things. And then from a core product perspective and the feature functionality perspective, we were the first end-to-end piece of e-discovery technology developed, because the problem statement that was being solved, that 𝗵𝗱𝗲 was solving for our founder, was gluing single point solutions together for outcome didn't make sense. So he set out to build processing capabilities, review capabilities, analytics, all in a single piece of continuous tech. And that tech has continued to evolve quite a bit. And so we're now where we support everything from legal hold, preservation, collections, processing, review, analytics, all in a single piece of tech, all at scale. Is a real differentiator. So now when we go into our corporate clients, for example, we're able to replace multiple pieces of technology, which drives more efficient outcomes, more efficient spend, so on and so forth. And we have some technology on the government side, particularly on FOIA, where we're doing end-to-end FOIA from the citizen-facing portal all the way through fulfillment, all layered in military-grade security. That's the differentiator. It's military-grade security. In fact, we just picked up a client the other day where one of our major competitors was not able to compete because they could not sign up for the required security posture. That's a core differentiator, and we've been able to really create a market opportunity for ourselves.
That's fantastic. It's hard to beat military-grade security and concierge-level service. Another question from one of our registrant participants. What would be on your wish list if you could white label some function or feature of your software?
We've actually been able to build our technology out pretty robustly, and we have most of everything that we need to be able to go to market as it sits today. But if there's a wish list that we're working on right now, if I could snap my finger and make it go away, I wish that we could connect into every single cloud source that's out there. Those cloud connectors are a bear. The APIs keep changing on the other side all the time. It's a moving target. Our development team is working as fast as they can to be able to stay ahead of it. But that's the one thing that, not that we're struggling with, that's a priority for us right now, and we're working on closing the gap.